didn't know
Doing
we
all
were
right?
going to pool.
I mean, I can wait for you if you want to take your clothes off.
Nah, I think I'm just gonna sunbathe in the sweater right behind you.
All right. And maybe have a seat on the dry bit. 2 steps up. The reason I wanted to go off duty, and I didn't want to say too much on the phone, is there's a lot of monitoring taking place. More than you may realize. And this isn't some, like, rumors. I have hard evidence in regards to it. So, if you were on duty, more than likely there would either be marshals following you, possibly a drone flying above us, or marshals off duty doing the very same thing. In fact, I've been followed probably for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not the only one that's been followed. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say right now, Den?
I understand, sir. I understand.
Okay. Now, obviously, our conversation over at the racetrack was, like, entirely within, like, we didn't do anything illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to share with you the public response I received directly from the judge in regards to my FOIA request at the racetrack. I was told that I was denied a report detailing which marshals and what the criminal or civil investigative reason it was that I was being followed. His response was, "You mean the thing with the drone?"
So, why do you... Wait, what the fuck did you do to it?
And then they said, "We can't give it to you as it's an active investigation, but it's not on you." Now, quite frankly, as I say this out loud, you probably think I'm fucking lying to you, because I probably would if I was in your position. I made it rather clear that once said investigation ends, I'm expecting a copy. The second FOIA that I requested was every report which I am named in over the last 4 months. Something I've done for every client that is for like a shitload of clients before I became mayor. It was summarily rejected alongside that first one. And I got some bullshit response that pretty much read, "I just want to pretend I'm a cop, drive around, investigate everything, fly drones around, do whatever the fuck I want, and think I'm above everybody. I'm lazy. I'm a shit cop, blah, blah, blah." Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I appealed it once again to the judge, and I'm waiting to hear that. But you know what happened as a consequence? FOIA legislation got updated. One of the most unconstitutional alterations I've seen in a legislation yet.
Is that like the whole marshals controlling both department thing that just happened like overnight?
Yep. Overnight?
Like,
you mean when I raised the concern about their training and they did selective audits on those that would probably resonate with their political position, and then started making determinations the same day that fucking piece of shit sent me a text saying stop interfering with LSPD high command when I have the authority to govern my fucking county? That day? Fuck her.
So, like, I mean, aren't we shit out of luck though? There's nothing we can do really, right?
I already did. I'm gonna give you a document. You are not to share this document. It will be shared with the public. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to give you a copy. I'm going to read you a summary of it and skip some paragraphs. Do you know that the...
Before
Yeah,
you start reading,
go ahead.
can you like, hey, you gotta remember, I only have 121 IQ, so if you could just like bring it down from your 130.
Okay, you know what? Then I won't read the document. There's like, what, 50 pieces of legislation, maybe 60 that are on the, in legislation, right?
Yes.
One of them details how every branch of government can submit legislation. Therefore, every piece of legislation needs to follow its rules. I posted a contest to it, which means I challenged it and said, or an audit of it, excuse me, stating that it was unconstitutional. Myself and 4 others worked on it. We submitted it. Every justice was conflicted. State officials responded yesterday morning, in which they stated that we were in the right. As of right now, effectively, no new piece of legislation or edit can be made until resolution comes out of it.
Says who?
Says the state officials that are above the justices. Furthermore, if what we said in that document is true, then it is much easier for us to go and fight that martial legislation that currently has you in a grip, the FOIA legislation, and any other piece of bullshit that was shit onto a fucking piece of toilet paper and slapped onto a fucking MDTs. You know, the funny thing is, there's currently things on the penal code that are that aren't illegal, that the state is claiming to be illegal because they never altered it, backed it by legislation, or straight outright removed it.
Okay, so now what's to stop them from targeting us even more now?
Who the fuck are they gonna target when they just got bitch slapped? You think I haven't been targeted for 4 months? Let me ask you a question. If I asked you to produce every report in which I am a subject of, how long do you think that should take?
Every report, it should take about I don't know, like an hour, 2 hours.
And why do they think it's so fucking difficult? Probably because there's a lot on me. There's probably a lot of dirt hidden in there. Why else would someone change legislation just because I FOIA my records? Then,
Oh shit, that's some fucked up ass shit, to be honest.
imagine changing all FOIA legislation because the mayor of Los Santos County, twice elected, clean record from the onset of the economic collapse,
So
requested his records.
Did you get anything like on these audits that they're doing?
I know very little, other than I've been given names over time of who's been going in, and it's all like very like suspect.
I promise you, it's the same fucking snakes.
Oh, I know. In fact, Angel brought that up to me yesterday. Said she had a lot of audits and she has facts. I don't think she knows what a fact is. She said, I'm threatening the chief's job based on hearsay. And she said, it's not hearsay. Other people told me. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
We're dealing with a series of justices that quite frankly have forgotten that they still owe it to the people of Los Santos County to do right by them, regardless of whether you're a cop, a felon, or a civilian with a clean record. So, you might be wondering, why am I asking you then? You're probably going to get... How comfortable are you with what's about to happen to you? What are your thoughts about this?
Am I going to get fired?
Hey, Moss, he's here.
How's it going, Nino?
Hey. All right. She's on her way.
There's no way. You're fucking with me. You're fucking. Did you talk to her yesterday? Did you apologize to her for me yesterday? Mayor?
I told her that I don't know what happened, but then says he apologizes, and she said, what for? I said, I don't really know. He never really told me.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's not my, it's not my place to tell. Actually, I think I'm gonna share this with you. Actually, I mean, they already fucked me. No, not really, didn't fuck me. To be honest with you, they're fucking morons.
She's not coming, by the way. I was just fucking with you just now.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, all right.
Look, the reason I want to talk to you is I've spoken to a lot of folks in regards to you then, because at some level your name does come up quite a bit, and that's not a good look for me, because in some way you are my responsibility, because regardless of whether or not I am responsible for the LSPD or you directly, people do bring up your name quite a bit and expect me to do something about it.
Yeah, it's
however,
go ahead.
Having now spoken to a lot of the voices that matter ultimately outside of the justice system and law enforcement, most would rather have you than not have you. Now, I don't want you to get a big fucking head over that.
No, I'm not. I'm just, it's been a uphill battle. It's been not right late since Daisy and Peters. It's been very, it was really calm for a little bit. There was a hint of, fuckery. Like, you know what? I'm gonna send this to you. Actually, I can only send you this portion because I don't know about the other ones, because I think this is what these idiots considered mishandling evidence. Give me a second.
You're only sharing me things that's on the docket, right?
Well, it's been sent to the prosecution and the defense, so they're already morons for doing that. This is
and is it public on the docket? Yes or no? Because I don't want you getting in trouble over this. Then
I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. This is not something I'm gonna get in trouble for. This is like their findings from my their investigation on me. And yeah, one thing I was gonna share, I can't share the whole document because there's other things in there, but you know what I'm saying? But
Why
I
don't
can
you just
only-
summarize what it is?
No, I can't because I just your brain is.
Are
like,
you about to
the
text
fact-
me something?
No, fuck no.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
You know these motherfuckers subpoenaed me, right?
Well, based on the story I told you before, they're doing a lot more than just that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and the drone, like really drones? Yeah, I sent that. I emailed that to you. I mean, like, it's not this. This is just off me, but it's whatever.
Oh, this is. Oh, wait, what is this?
This is the investigation of. They're saying I've mishandled evidence. This is when they told me I was kind of detained, and these morons, yeah, they're idiots. They are absolutely.
Let me ask you something. Did you end up speaking to them without an attorney?
I didn't get to speak to them at all. This is them. This is what they. This is without me speaking to them, by the way.
They ultimately decided not to speak to you. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So they were only willing to speak to you when there were no attorneys present.
Yeah.
And then when attorneys became present, all of a sudden they were not interested.
Yeah, they didn't want to talk to me anymore.
After they said that,
Text me,
sent marshals
311.
after you.
Yep.
When you deduce it down, may have had a drone over your head, threatened you over 311. I don't think you understand how criminal that is on how many levels. Actually, you probably do.
Yeah. So that's the fact that I can read this and understand how stupid they are. That's insane.
I'm gonna go back. Little does Den know.
I'm not the best at. I'm decent.
Nino
at
is the one that brought up the mishandling of evidence after
I'm amazing
Steve
on the field,
spoke
but,
to him,
like, this
and
is,
he told
this is just an embarrassment.
Flippy,
This document
and he told
is
Robin,
absolute
and he
embarrassment.
told Crane. I know. And you know what the crazy thing is? Where did the Flippy conversation happen with Nino? At the horse track. Yeah. No, Nino's not out to get Den. He doesn't want Den gone, but obviously Flippy's a higher priority in the great scheme of things. Well, Dean is our peer, you know what I mean? There's no reason for him to think Nino would do any of this.
You know the worst part about it? They sent this to the defense and the prosecution. Oh God, that doesn't matter.
He's not running off assumptions, you know. I've seen the YouTube videos. I'm gonna take some time to read over this, but
yeah, no, do your thing. Do your thing.
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay. All right, give me a sec. It wants me to actually read this. Okay. Where does... Wait. I'm so confused. Does Flippy have charges pressed against him?
No, why would Flippy have charges pressed against him?
Oh my god. Hella, thank you for the gifted sub. Bruh. Wait. Oh, man. Hold on. Man, if I was Flippy, I'd be sitting back and drinking the tea. Oh my god. If Flippy's not a snitch, motherfucker, you don't... Going to cops about your own fucking thing is not snitching. Snitching? Chat. Snitching is when someone from within your own within your own gang goes and talks to the cops. That's snitching. If one gang rats out to another gang, it's not snitching. It's only in the roleplay world it's called that. Actually, Zoomers call it snitching nowadays, so who knows what the fuck it is. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why, like, hey, let me just get fucked in the ass. No, you're gonna fucking tell the cops on the other cops. Why wouldn't he? Y'all are focusing on the wrong shit, bro. I'll tell you why I'm surprised by the comment earlier. Confirmed one number. Oh my god. Okay. I know most of chat picked up on what I think I'm thinking. So they received a tip, right? About this. Holy shit, wait. They know when evidence lock is touched?
Yep.
Yeah, they can't get my FOIA. Nice.
Like they've been so against us this whole raid. It's like I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Like to be honest with you,
it's
yeah, go ahead
hold
do your
on.
thing, dude.
Let me finish reading this. Can you go grab me a beer? Right over from over there. Nino. I don't hear anyone.
Names, numbers, and a time, Mr. Chavez.
I'm listening. Oh, yes.
The names, the numbers.
Call me
Time.
Call me in 1 hour. Otherwise, it'll be compromised.
I'm not here in an hour. Just send it like you said through the SIM.
Okay, will do. I'll be disposing of it right afterwards.
Keep the SIM, it's fine. Unless it's been compromised, and then do as you'd like.
Understood.
Good day.
Wait, so they know who is taking it out at what time they're taking it out?
Mm-hmm.
Did you speak to a lawyer on the phone?
Oh, I haven't talked to anybody about this. Check from us.
I'll call you right back, Peps.
Yeah, no worries.
Right. I think it's referencing me, possibly, or Pred. But this definitely seems misconstrued in this statement.
Oh, I did talk to Pred while I was on the phone. I was like, because Pred had his bar license. I didn't tell him I was talking to Pred, though. I was like, yo, because she was like, you're kind of detained. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you can't kind of detain me.
Yeah, so for them to bring you down for it, they can detain you. Yeah. I know what she's trying to do, but we don't have legislation for it. But we'll leave it at that. Okay. All right. I've read through it. So that's wild.
They're stupid as fuck.
Yeah. And look, I'm going to be honest with you. I do think it's evidence tampering.
That's cap. That's no such thing.
The evidence tampering doesn't exist?
No, that exists, but this is not evidence tampering. If you think that's evidence tampering,
What? What?
No, I'm being honest.
Well, what if I think that? Then go ahead. Go ahead and tell me.
Taking something out of evidence to make sure they look at the weapon system and figure out what's going on with the weapon system is evidence.
Is that what you did?
You're smoking
Is that what you
some
did?
type of crack. Yes.
Is that what you
exactly
did?
What I did. Yes.
Listen.
If you think that's evidence tampering, you're smoking
Then do you want
crack.
to have this debate that's completely irrelevant that's going to be happening in court anyways, or do you want to hear what I actually got to say?
Yeah, but don't try to say it's evidence tampering because you know it's not. You and I both know it's not evidence tampering.
I'm fucking with you again. It's obviously not evidence tampering. The problem here is the marshals interjecting themselves in the midst of a active investigation and potentially compromising said investigation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's sent to the defense also. Like, it's not just that. Even though this is all bullshit, this is literally shit being thrown on the wall. You know, I'm sorry, ADHD real quick. I never understand that saying where we're just throwing shit on the wall until it sticks. Shit sticks on the wall. But anyways, let's move on. Like, that's what they're doing. They're just throwing shit on the wall until it sticks.
Well, it doesn't always stick.
But sometimes it does stick though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Throwing shit on wall till it sticks, and it does stick. That's the point of it, right? That's what the phrase means. It means you keep throwing it until it eventually sticks. And you're saying,
yeah, but what about the like the residue of the shit though? Does not that stick automatically?
I think when they're talking about the shit, they're saying like the vast majority of what is being thrown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need a little bit of context there.
So you get the phrase that you were about to use, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is look, I don't know what to tell you. Listen, the marshals are moving strange. They only target those that are against the political opinions of the Rat Queen. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. That's why you're in the crosshairs. You're simply a PR move to them. You understand that, right?
What do you mean?
You're simply a PR move. Everybody and their mother has a problem with the marshals. They have an issue with myself. They now have an issue with Pred. They have an issue with Daisy because these are individuals that do not wish to comply when the Queen says, "Bow, my children." And given how much disdain the everyday populace has over them, especially after this FOIA thing, I mean, they see an opportunity to not only fuck the LSPD, but put the #1 enemy of the criminal world, Mr. Den Shiesty, up on the chopping block. Well, they end up looking real fucking good. Unfortunately for them, the way that they've been going about it is in and of itself criminal in nature. In fact, I don't think any of this assistance that Hydra, in this case, has gotten from the marshals is actually gonna be beneficial to them, because if these were incidents, it would be presented by their prosecution anyways. So all they're doing is trying to hop on that dick. But here's the thing, that dick is already gonna be slapping once the court hearing begins. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean, yes, sir? It sounds like you don't actually understand what I'm saying.
You said a lot of dick. We're at a resort. You're in your.
What I'm saying is that
Diddy's in prison. There's a lot of things.
this
going on right
evidence
now.
would have been brought out in the court regardless of whether or not marshals were involved.
Right.
Therefore, it's rather obvious this is a PR move for the marshals to look good in the face of some segment of San Andreas.
Okay, so how the fuck do we destroy the marshals?
I told you in the beginning.
You know what? Fuck that.
I'm already on step motherfucking 1. All right?
Can you open the scope to Vivian Gray also?
What the fuck did Vivian do to you this time? I thought last I spoke to you.
Fucking snake. I buried the hatchet. I buried it 3 times, Nino. Excuse me, Mayor Nino. 3 times. And every single time I take the high road, she tries to bite me in the ass. There's no more high roads left. There's no more high roads. There's only low roads now. I'm sick of it, and I've told her this.
What happened to you and Ventura yesterday?
Again?
What happened to you and Ventura?
Major disagreement.
You sure you're not having that with Vivian?
Fuck no.
This is on some other shit?
Yeah, this is I don't think you understand. This is day 0, skeleton crew. The week after she got fucking hired, trying to fucking get me fired twice.
So you're telling me you want me to take something away from Vivian one more time?
Yep.
You don't think that was enough?
Nope, it wasn't enough. Cause she's still there, and command, reading the command reports to go run up to go tell fucking BCSO about every fucking little thing we do.
let me ask you something then. Do you think I'm about to impeach Angel?
I mean, now that you said that, maybe. Shit, I don't know. Are you?
Everybody and their mother wants me to impeach Angel. And they keep telling me over and over and over and over and over again. And they're like, man, why don't you do it, Nino? This is a problem and that's a problem. And then what happens when she's gone? Then what?
Then I go after the next snake. We got a lot
Then
of
the
snakes.
next one comes.
Yep.
And then the next one.
Yep. Don't, we got
You know what
snakes
I've
to go
learned
in
over
LSPD.
time then? Is that snakes will always exist. Disagreements will always exist. And you need to learn how to navigate around it.
Okay, well, no, I didn't want her to get fired. Now, hold on now. That's not what I want. I don't want to get fired. Jesus Christ. I'm not
You know,
them.
I had an option to end Angel's life when she was in ICU a couple days ago.
But you would never do that. You're the mayor.
Of course. But I got a phone call saying they had an opportunity right then and there while she was getting operated on. I don't know who it was. My point there is then, whether it's killing someone off, whether it's impeaching them, or whether it's firing them, those solutions are not always the best option. You know who Vivian is. You know what she does. And any extreme move is just going to end up sending her over to BCSO, and then what?
You got to get rid of the cancer before the cancer spreads. You know what, Mr. Mayor, this is a thing that happens. She has her own little posse. She stirs and twists the words. I see them in that corner all the time. I don't really give a fuck.
I've heard the corner conversations. I'm well aware. Hayes,
The thing is, it's
Anita,
just the cancer just keeps
Vivian, Cricket, I think is his name.
it just keeps spreading. It just keeps going.
Prior to that, Loki, da 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 da.
Why do
Someone's
we
here.
See it? We see it. Let's just cut it out.
Someone's here.
Well, they just shot. They shot about a block down.
You
To
think
your
that's
right.
what it was? Okay.
Yep, 100%. I heard it.
My point is that then it's about the enemy you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting here and, you know, I feel like you're starting to fall into the trap that the Rat Queen has fallen into, along with Vivian and many others, is they fall into this like passive aggressive trap of hatred. And I feel like you're slowly falling into that. And genuinely, and I don't even think that anything that I say here is going to change your mind. I think very much you're going to leave here and continue this you need to get rid of her. By getting rid of her, going to the Blaine County or whatever is going to make a difference. But hold on. Let me finish the thought.
Not fire her. Sorry.
Whatever it is, obviously she'd end up transferred in your best case scenario. Maybe lose a couple ranks. But once again, it's about the fucking enemy that you know then. All right? Is she affecting your day-to-day business? Or is it just a couple scrapes on the fucking knee every once in a while? Is
It's more than a
Daisy gonna
scrape.
fire
It's like
you or
it's-
change shit
it's
because
like a meat check every couple, a meat check hurts. It's not like a knee scrape, like if you're crawling on the rug and then you get like a quick little rug burn kneecap. It's a whole meat check.
Andy, thank you for the Prime sub. I feel like Vivian is... Brother, how much control does Vivian really have over the LSPD?
Oh, none.
It's virtually
whatsoever.
none. So why do you
I'm sorry.
bother?
I come from a background where you just to make sure you got to put one in the chest, one in the head. Like metaphorically speaking now, not literally. Okay? All right? That's where I come from. All right? You just got to make sure they're down.
Yeah, you know that's not possible.
Of course.
So what kind of resolution are you hoping for?
Oh, I wish she had her hair bald. I wish it was bald, so I could pick on her.
So you want someone to kidnap her and fucking shave her head? Are you crazy?
No. I listen. I am.
Okay. So you want, so then what? Like, what are you actually hoping for? You don't even know what you want to see come out of it.
You're right. It's just anger.
What I'm trying to say here then is, you know, look, I stood in a bond yesterday with a bunch of cabinet members, and a lot of people were like, impeach Angel, impeach Angel, impeach Angel, impeach Angel. All of that hatred and all of that, like, looking for this final crescendo, right? Which everyone seeks in the city then, right? Everyone wants to see the big case where the big bad guy goes to jail, right? Each side thinks the big bad guy is the one on the opposite side of the court. People want to see that big heist and getting away from all the cops, and cops want to see themselves run into gang territory and blast everyone down and put them away forever. But the fact of the matter is, that's just like, none of that really is. It can mask away what you should be focused on, right? Like it can cloud your judgment, is what I'm trying to say here. Then is because right now I think the real problem right now is you got to make sure that you keep your nose clean and make yourself look good instead of fucking crashing up out in Blaine County over some bullshit, or you know, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? And getting rid of Vivian, right, is not gonna help you. Might get rid of an itch for a second, but it's a waste of your fucking time. I kind of making any sense here what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Getting rid of Angel ain't gonna get rid of the fucking, you know, food crisis. It ain't gonna solve the fact that there's no wood. It's not gonna solve fucking 35 cops fucking chasing down a fucking Maze Bank. It's not gonna change gangs shooting themselves up over some cargo. And those things are always unachievable. And like I said, someone else ends up replacing it. So I sat my entire team down. I said, stop talking crazy shit. We got to make sure we do these little improvements that actually have meaning.
You're right.
In fact, you're lucky she sits in the LSPD meetings, because you get to hear and see everything. How much worse would it be if she'd be up in that den of snakes up north? You know, I went there once with Pred. That entire room, when I brought up this new legislation that we're writing, which I'm going to actually share with you. Feel free to look at it.
What legislation is it?
Where the fuck did it go? Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna send it to you. Where the fuck is it, man? How did it like disappear? What the fuck? There it is. All right. Take a look at that.
Take a look at what?
Check your email. And you can look at it with your eyes.
Okay, this one. I was just about to ask.
You know, I sat up there and they said this is against their right to dignity.
So how did they take that?
Oh, the entire room was claiming it was against the Constitution and their right to dignity, as if their job is a constitutional right. This legislation is going to protect law enforcement that are in relationships with criminals that have OISs on their records from being able to patrol and operate in Los Santos County. I believe Pred also wants to sign it as well. Now, I'm sure they can argue that it's against their right to dignity, but you stop making that argument, well, now you can't even put people in a prison.
True. Wow. Yeah, this is good.
Yep. So my point there is at least you get to hear what they got to say. Anyways, then I don't want to keep you here forever. I mostly wanted to tell you about, you know, a little what I came to learn recently.
You know, Mr. Mayor, I appreciate this. Once again,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Mr. Mayor, you know what's crazy? I had this conversation with somebody.
Mm.
Somebody said, well, what's going to happen when Mr. Nino Chavez is no longer in power and you burn all those bridges? I said, well, I guess, we'll have to find out when that bridge comes across, and I don't really give a fuck. Either way, I'm in a position now. I'm not going to say, oh, well, definitely because of you, where I can call stupid people stupid. So it feels great. So I just want to thank you. This opportunity, I don't know when, hopefully 2030 is December 15th. I've calculated December 15th. I'm betting all my money December 15th.
Yeah.
Until then, I'm just going to keep calling people that are stupid. And it's great.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
All right, then. You take care, all right?
You too.
Hey. Come over here real quick. And I want you to look straight ahead at that building. I've had someone taking photos this entire time. Don't fuck me over, then.
Yeah, yes, sir.
I love fucking.